So today, we're breaking down the four factors of production, the ingredients that go into making literally anything. And trust me, once you understand these, you'll start seeing the business world in a completely new way. Let's start with land. And no, this isn't just about a plot of dirt. In economics, land means everything nature gives us for free. Oil underground, trees in a forest, wind in the air, water in rivers. Gold is buried deep in the earth. These are split into two types. Renewable resources, things that come back, like water, sunlight, and wind. Use them today. They'll still be there tomorrow. Non-renewable resources, things that run out, oil, coal, natural gas. Once they're gone, they're gone. Now, here's what makes land different from every other factor. You can't make more of it. You can build more machines, you can train more workers, but you cannot create more land. That's why land is so powerful and so fought over throughout history. When someone uses land to make money, that income is called rent. Next up, labor. And this is simply the human effort that goes into making something. A chef cooking your meal, a coder building an app, a teacher explaining a concept, that's all labor. But here's something interesting. Not all labor is equal. And that's because of something called human capital. Your skills, your education, your experience. These determine how valuable your labor is. Think about it this way. Two people, same hours worked. One is a fresh graduate, one is a doctor with 20 years of experience. Their output is completely different. That's why the doctor earns more. Labor has three quirky characteristics worth knowing. It's heterogeneous. Every worker is different. Same job title, completely different output. It's perishable. You can't store labor. If a worker doesn't show up today, that day's work is gone forever. You can't save it for tomorrow. It's human. Unlike machines, workers need motivation, fair treatment, and good conditions to perform well. Happy workers equals better output. Simple as that. The income earned from labor is called wages. Factor 3, capital. Now, capital is where people get confused. In economics, capital does not mean money sitting in a bank. Capital means the tools and assets used to produce things. Machines, factories, computers, delivery trucks, office buildings. These are all capital goods. Here's an easy way to remember it. If something helps you make a product or deliver a service, it's capital. Three things make capital unique. It's man-made. Unlike land, humans create capital. Nobody grew a crane in the wild. It depreciates. Over time, machines wear out, buildings age, and equipment loses value. That's called depreciation. It's mobile. Unlike land, capital can move. You can ship a machine from one country to another. The income earned from capital is called interest. Factor 4, entrepreneurship. And finally, the one that ties everything together, entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur takes land, labor, and capital, and combines them into something people actually want to buy. But it's not just about having a good idea. Entrepreneurs plan, organize, take risks, and solve problems. They're the engine of the whole operation. And the key word here is risk. An entrepreneur might lose everything if the business fails. That's why the reward they earn isn't called wages or rent. It's called profit, because they earned it by putting everything on the line. Let's see if you were paying attention. Here's your question. A company buys a new set of machines to speed up its manufacturing process. Which factor of production does this represent? A. Land. B. Labor. C. Capital D. Entrepreneurship. Drop your answer in the comments. I'll give a heart to the correct answer. Let's see who gets it right. Now that you know the four factors of production, here's the next big question. How do businesses actually plan and control the use of these factors? That's exactly what I cover in my video on production planning and control, where you'll learn how companies manage resources, set timelines, and make sure products reach customers without chaos. The link is right up there. Go watch it next, because that video is the natural next step from what you just learned. If this video helped you, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.